प्रभुतव मूर्ति विनोदकारी पलपन विसरे नहीं जो विसारी जुगल चरण सोल चिन्ह जेह नजर समीपे रहो हमारी एह नजर समीपे रहो हमारी एह स्वामीनारायण भगवान जय ठाकुर जी महाराज जय सद्गुरुदेव की जय। Our utmost dear Sadguru Shri Muktan Swami Sevid Shri Thakur Ji Maharaj, our divine Guru Parampara, the path maker to our liberation, our Puja Guruji, and all of you devotees watching Jai Swaminarayan. Welcome to another episode of Loyadham webinar Q&A. Let's take a look at who we have for today. Older Bhaktos, yes, college students, very nice. Milan Bhagat, Florida, Jai Swaminarayan Bhagat.
Jai Swaminarayan Swami.
Jai Swaminarayan. Var oriya છે આજે સારું કહેવાય. કોમલ Bhagat, Canada, Jai Swaminarayan.
Jai Swaminarayan.
Jai Swaminarayan Bhakto. Welcome back. I believe this is your second trip here at the webinar. Very good. I have your questions, but before I answer your questions, you have to answer my questions, okay? Put you on the hot seat a little bit. Maja aave thodik, it's a little interactive, a little breaking the ice. Don't be so nervous. It should be fine. Okay, starting with the Ranpariya Bhagat. Favorite Thakurji Maharaj Vaga Darshan that you remember. Go ahead.
It was like a light green, like lime green color. And the fog was, it had like I don't know how to describe it, but I remember the color, specifically lime green color.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Kolmo Bhagat, favorite Thakurji Maharaj Vaga Darshan?
Swami, it was when Thakurji Maharaj was in Canada. It was a light blue color.
Nice. Very good. You remember that darshan, huh? Very good. Okay, Milan Bhagat, second question. Favorite memory of Puja Guruji? Go ahead. Something that you remember. Yep.
Yeah, in 2013, Sibir.
Yes.
Long time ago. But
2013, did you say? That was
2013. 2013.
Okay.
Great figures, great persons.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Guruji went Bhadrani all day.
Uh-huh.
And then when he came at night, he still, every single kid there, he played Ras with every single person still.
I remember
even though
that.
he spent the whole day at Bhadrani.
Very nice. Guruji's Shraddha. Very good. Kolmo Bhagat, go ahead.
Yeah, Swami, mine's similar to Milan Bhagat. It was Ras here in Canada. He played with every single Bhagat here as well.
Awesome. All right, getting a little more in-depth and a little more complicated. What is your biggest accomplishment, Milan Bhagat? Go. Learning the banjo. Go ahead.
I don't know, Swami. Getting into college?
Getting into college. What do you like? I mean, you're gonna get
I got in with the scholarship. I got a good scholarship.
Okay, સરસ. એટલે તમે એવું કહેવા માંગો છો તમે સ્માર્ટ છો એમ? Yeah. Okay, thank you for letting us know you're smart. Komal Bhagat, go ahead.
Swami, I guess you said the biggest accomplishment?
Yeah, correct.
Right.
Yep. That's what I said.
I guess all the Rajyapa I've earned so far from Guruji.
I'm sorry, come again?
All the Rajyapa I've earned so far by Guruji, from Guruji.
Nice. Okay, very good. Fourth question. If you could meet any historical person, who would it be and why? Milan Ranpriya.
If I had my choice, I'd probably say Maharaj.
Okay.
Do I go back or does Maharaj come now?
You're going back in time.
Then yeah, Maharaj, because it's not just Maharaj, you also get Muktana Swami, Brahmana Swami, all the Sadhu Santos.
Why would you want to meet them?
Darshan, I'll ask them questions, I guess.
Okay. If they want
What's
you...
life like now?
Okay, all right. Okay, not bad. Komal Bhagat, go ahead.
Probably see Muktan Swami firsthand.
Nice, nice. When, why?
Just his like divyata, his qualities as a son.
Very good. Since you guys said same particular answers, I wanted to let you know that Puja Guruji has numerous dreams of Thakurji Maharaj, as you know, Bhagwan himself. Not only that, but Muktanand Swami as well. If you remember, Milan Bhagat, in 2023 Sibir, Muktanand Swami Sibir, remember the Zoom Sabha or the Zoom with Guruji? There was a person who asked, tell us a prasang about Muktanand Swami to Guruji. He was in India and it was a Zoom. And Guruji said that he had a dream that his form, like his body was like an infant, like a baby. And Muktanand Swami was like, himself. And Puja Guruji was lying on Muktanand Swami's like lap and like crying, and pleading and begging to take him off this earth, go back to Akshardham. And Muktanand Swami says, you still have to do a lot of my work. So Puja Guruji has had darshan of Muktanand Swami as well. And we've had darshan of Puja Guruji many times. So we're not far from Muktanand Swami. That's what I wanted to make the point of. Very good. Milan Bhagat, what is your biggest fear? This is the last question, by the way.
I don't like snakes on me.
Snakes.
At all.
I mean, you live in a snake's state. You know that.
And
There's snakes everywhere in Mandir.
Yeah.
And you're afraid, like, very bad?
Yeah.
Not bad. Komal Bhagat, go ahead.
Are you getting a bee sting and then going into shock?
Going into?
Shock. Like anaphylactic shock.
How could you get into that? Like, what do you mean?
Like if a bee stings you and
A bee.
I don't know if you're...
a bee sting. Yeah, anaphylactic shock. Yes. You're afraid of a bee stinging you. I like that. Very good. Biggest fear. So you stay away, stay indoors. Okay, anyways, good. Just want to warm it up a little before I get, started with all this knowledge stuff. But Milan Bhagat, happy Shikshapatri Jayanti. Komal Bhagat, happy Shikshapatri Jayanti. Today marks the day that Shriji Maharaj Bhagwan Swaminarayan wrote the Shikshapatri. It's the Shikshapatri's birthday. And we're very fortunate to have it as a code of commandments. The only scripture that Bhagwan Swaminarayan wrote with his own hands is the Shikshapatri. Very good. Milan Bhagat, you're up first. You know how it works. You ask, I answer, and we talk a little bit. So go ahead and ask your question. Ask away, Bhagat.
Yeah. My question, Swami, even if I'm able to go to Mandir right now, maybe more than once a week, a couple times a week.
Sure.
But once I get a job and busy with life, and I can't go to Mandir as often, except Saturdays. But how can I maintain that relationship with Mandir and Santos?
Very good. Very good. This is a very practical hand question. And this does happen to many, many bhaktos, and I pondered upon it. I pondered upon many examples, and I'm glad you asked this because this is probably like the first time anyone has asked such kind of a detailed question. But after thinking thoroughly about this, there's several reasons that came to mind. But first and foremost, I want to let you know, don't limit relationships to only physical presence, but keep relationships through the heart. Sometimes we tend to, feel like we're doing satsang or seva only if we physically go there. Yeah? And that's a great thing. Like, that's the best thing to do. Like, I would recommend it as well. But now as you're putting me in such a situation where you get a job and you get busier, then, what can you do to maintain that same relationship? Well, when Dada Guruji was present on this earth, and when Guruji was only, I think, the age of like 19, Dada Guruji sent Puja Guruji from Gujarat to Kashi. You know where Kashi is? It's in UP. It's by train, it takes over 24 hours. It's a very far city. It's the city of the scholars. And Dada Guruji wanted Puja Guruji to become like a Vedantacharya, meaning it's a very high degree level status for Sanskrit language. And obviously, Puja Guruji had a very close relationship, and he had the inclination of affection for Dada Guruji. So he'd miss him often. Now, there's physical limitations there. Obviously, Kashi and India, or Kashi and Gujarat, wherever Dada Guruji may be, very far distance. So what Guruji would do, he told us this. What Guruji would do is when there's a full moon out, like Punam, full moon, he would go out in the balcony and look at the full moon. And he would talk from his heart to Dada Guruji, telling him things, how he is and whatnot, their relationship. And he would believe that Dada Guruji is also there, meaning in Gujarat, presently also looking at the moon and listening to what Guruji is saying and also communicating back. That's how they kept their bond, because at that time there were no right now you call right away and you can get, everything was done through letter system. So it would take like a month for the letter to get there, and it was a very long process. But Puja Guruji would maintain his relationship with Dada Guruji, even if there was a physical far distance, through communicating through the heart. Not only that, but Dada Guruji, whatever he told him, principles and whatever satsang, Guruji would remember all that. So I want you to remember, don't limit relationships only to physicality. Suppose you've done Sant Samagam, meaning you don't have to physically go there in order for that connection to remain. You thinking yourself and maintaining that is upon you. And true satsang is done through the mind and heart. So that's number one reason. Number two reason, which you can definitely see, is looking into devotee's life. What better way than to look at Dr. Yogeshwar Padya? Of course. Look at him. He's a doctor. He has, rotations. He's also a real estate person. He has many responsibilities and jobs. Now he's a little retired, I believe so, a little bit dimmed down. But definitely, he does not miss even one Saturday of Mandir. You got your example right at home. Not only that, but if he needs, he also goes in the middle of the week. So that means that even with responsibilities and obligations that you may encounter in your life, your job, the timings, whatnot, you can still make time out for Mandir. That's upon you. Your dad's a perfect example. Nonetheless, our Yagnesh Bhagat, New Jersey, he has like 4 or 5 pharmacies, a couple of daycares. He lives 2.5 hours from Mandir. He lives in Pennsylvania, like the middle part of it, in 2.5 hours. Yet every Saturday, without missing one sabha, he attends, without failure. That shows that his motivation and dedication is there, even if he has, we're never going to have Milan Bhagat 4 or 5 pharmacies. We're not going to be, having a couple of daycares. So it's not even that hectic. But, sometimes people tend to, make a small pebble into a big cloud. But in reality, you have to shrink that cloud into a small pebble. So Yagnesh Bhagat, nonetheless, Bhagat Dada, he's living there right now. So before he became the Dada, let's put it that way, he had at least like 8 or 9 stores, partnership, doing a lot of running around. Yet he dedicated his whole life to Mandir. Saturday, not only Saturdays, but whenever he needed to go. So even if we have responsibility and obligations, that does not mean that satsang is going to go down. In reality, it motivates us to lift our satsang even more. It's kind of like a challenge to us. So, examples in our life are right in front of us, and all 3 of these bhaktos So that's why I give you the examples in that way. Nonetheless, staying motivated to remain religious. You have to think about the benefits that what satsang has given you. Before you were in satsang, or when you became far from satsang for a little time, may it be for college or whatever reason, how was your mindset? How was your mentality? And when you get closer and more, satsang related or oriented, how is your mind? So you have to look at the benefits and stay motivated, because in this world there's a lot of obstacles for a devotee. There is no obstacles for a non-devotee. A person in the world outside, regular things like eating outside food, meat, alcohol, parties, those are not obstacles, those are pleasures. In the other hand, we have so much, you can say as devotees, we have so much influences around us, and we have to remain dry. We have so much pressure around us, may it be through friends, may it be through, just environment itself, college environment, that it's very hard. But that's the beauty of it. That difficulty makes you want to stay more motivated, because you know that satsang is more beneficial than just roaming around in the world like the other 8 billion people that are doing it right now. Nonetheless, setting priorities. Milan Bhagat. There's many things that we have to do in life, but what is your priority? I want to show you a video and it will explain everything. Go ahead, play that video, Bhagat. And important things like Facebook, social media, then eating, errands, look at that, family, God, that's on top. There is no room left. So what you have to do is prioritize, put God first. There you go. Friends, work, yeah, they're there as well. There you go, family. And then all the other unnecessary things like social media. See, everything fits perfectly without, see that? And there's also room to spare. So this is the beauty of it. If you prioritize your life, what is priority for you? Is it satsang? Is it school? Is it both? Is it family? And organize your schedule so that it balances and you also get both out of it. So setting priorities is very important. Another option I also thought of for you is communication via phone, text, and video calls. Technology is with us. We can listen to Katha whenever we want. We can call, video call Puja Guruji, every 2 weeks. You can shoot a message out. You can communicate with Santos, do samagam on a weekly basis. These things are in your hands. Even if you get busy, that doesn't mean that you don't have time to watch TV. People have time to watch TV. People have time to do a lot of other things, go out with friends, even if they have a job. But people don't have time to do satsang. So that's one thing. Reading and, reading the Vachanamrut. Joining Zoom sabhas. Are you a Kishore? Yes. Do you join sabhas? Yes. Good.
Yeah.
Komal Bhagat, you join the Yuva sabhas? Very good. And last but not least, fear. This is the most, I guess, it's like a catalyst. You may not remember the points above, but fear is definitely something that will shake you. And fear of what? That fear that you might go far from Maharaj, Guruji, Santo, and Bhakto. Fear that Maya might devour you. Devour you how so? Like quicksand? Quicksand is something that, you're walking, and you just, all of a sudden, you just put your foot there and you start sinking. The more you move, the more it takes you down. The more you move, the more it takes you down. Before you know it, you're already neck deep. Because quicksand works in that way. So Maya also works in a way. So if you fear Maya, if you fear that, if I go away from Guruji, Santo, Bhakto, then I will become a kusangi. And there are examples in satsang. I can tell you, there are many college students or many high schoolers that transition to college, but due to the wrong influence in the first year of college, due to getting absorbed in the environment of college, completely forget about satsang. 18 years doing satsang, they were born into satsang, parents are like pure satsangis, very, very dedicated, and they completely fall from satsang because of environment and college. What are you going to do? You can't do anything. You can pray for them. That's all you can do. But I want to tell you, and I know both of you for the past like 10, 15 years, and I can say I'm proud that both of you are currently in college, almost done. Yet the college environment has not affected you. Look at you. You have Tilak Chanlos. You're dedicated to your organization, Mandir. You have a connection with Santos, Puja Guruji. And these are the kinds of devotees we need in Loyadham, where they even go into water, yet they remain dry. Going into college is like going into water, diving deep inside, yet staying dry. That's very, very hard to do, even if submerged in water. And you guys are doing a fantastic job. Keep it up. Even by your life, other kids, when you come to Sibirs, other kids look and they also become influenced. You may not know it, but we Santos give examples of you kinds of bhaktos that remain free from all the blemishes and keep doing satsang. So Maya will devour you, Milan Bhagat, definitely, and for that I got a video. Go ahead. So this is a landslide, pretty simple, straightforward. Now this piece of land is breaking off from the big piece of land, as you can see. Yeah. And what's going to happen? Let's take a look. Now, see, the weight is tremendous, obviously, but Maya doesn't really care about any of that. The water doesn't really care about any of that. Do you see that? Now, may it be a very, big piece of land, heavy piece of land, it doesn't matter. All the houses, all the trees, all the roads, whatever, just completely get submerged and just, there it is, it's just destroyed without a warning, and that's it, it's gone. Took only about 30 seconds to a minute, and that's what Maya does. So what the example represents is the water is Maya, okay? The big piece of land in total is satsang and the Satpurush. But when you break off from satsang and when you break connection with the Satpurush, slowly the water in the form of Maya will completely destroy you, everything around you, your mentality, your way of thought, everything. And it will kill you from satsang, not from your life. Yeah, you'll have a great life, you'll enjoy, you'll make money, you'll get a great job, everything will be great. But one missing element will be this. So stay aware and be very fearful, Milan Bhagat, that you don't break away from satsang. Yes? Fear is the biggest thing. I think fear is the thing that will help the most, because everything else is kind of like, give or take, you remember, you don't remember. But if you go away from Maharaj and Guruji, that's going to really cause a dent in your satsang. I hope that answers your question. Is that satisfied?
Yes, Swami. Thank you.
No, thank you. Okay, Komal Bhagat, you're up. Go ahead.
Yes, Swami. My question was, how can one strengthen their faith when faced with doubts and challenges?
Very, very deep, and I can say sensitive topic. So I want to know a couple of things before I answer this. What kind of doubts are we talking about, and what kind of challenges are you facing? I want you to take it on a personal level if you're okay with it, so I can give you the best solution. But if not, you can give examples as well. Go for it.
Doubts. I don't really have doubts about our Mandir or Maharaj,
Okay.
right? But sometimes I just don't know how to answer certain questions. So, like, I have a lot of other Hindu friends, right?
Sure.
And they want to know more about Swaminarayan Bhagwan. So
Awesome.
then, like, there's claims out there that it's not Sanatani and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. So it's not your personal doubts. It's more like friend-based. Okay, got it. What about challenges?
I guess challenge is just being able to like do tilak chalo every day, stuff like that.
Right.
Small petty stuff.
Kind of like when facing public ridicule and society and, all the norms of satsang, stuff like that, I'm guessing. Is that correct? Okay. All right. Well, here you go. I understand. So for the doubts, those are not doubts, but those are more like inquiry questions. So, for that, you need to directly contact like a sant and ask for Shastra proof. And the sant will provide you with scriptures that proves that Swaminarayan's sect is Sanatan. It is from, it's eternal. It's from, the beginning. Nonetheless, may it be more depth inside. Scriptures, references, exact references can be provided. So, whoever you are, answering this to, they can get clarity, and you can say that this is from the scriptures. You cannot deny that. So that's that. Challenges on your side, I can say, Tilak Chanlo. I know you told me Puja Guruji, commanded you to do Tilak Chanlo, and you do it, but you have 2 school days, which is Thursday and Friday, which it's kind of hard for you to commit to doing a Tilak Chanlo those days since it's school. So for that, I got a couple things, but let me first answer on a general basis, and then I will get to your detailed question. Okay. So first and foremost, for any of those bhaktos, who have facing doubts, maybe personally or outside, or even challenges personally or even outside, well, first and foremost, according to the Vachanamrut Gadara, 1st chapter 30th, Bhagwan Swaminarayan himself says, because thoughts which cannot be eradicated by any other spiritual endeavor can be removed by engaging in satsang. Therefore, one who wishes to rid the mind of base thoughts related to Rajogun should sincerely practice satsang by thought, word, and deed. As a result, those thoughts will be eradicated due to the power of satsang. So this is for doubts. Doubts are only eliminated when you do more sansamagam. The more you become more oriented with santos and learn the scriptures, principles through their samagam, the more your thoughts or doubts will be clear. Or, in your case, for those friends or whatever, if they're asking then from Santo Samagam, you can also deliver, the message that, since you've learned through Santos, you can also give an answer. But if you do not ask Santos, or if you do not, engage with them, then there is no answer that you'll just have to stay silent. That's the only thing you can do. You can't do anything else. But it's better to give an answer, a proper answer, not in the form of aggression, but in the form of proper, base scripture answer. That would be the best solution for that. Nonetheless, saying that, Bhagwan Swaminarayan himself, the Vachanamrut is full of this stuff, like doubts, challenges, how to tackle all that stuff. So for that, Gadara 1st chapter 33, Maharaj talks about blind faith. When we have doubts, blind faith is one of the best refuge to take. And I'm talking in a general basis, not only in your situation, because Sometimes, we find that, our mind is always running. We feel right now, especially in this age, there is a lot of why, what, when, how, questions, and questions. Everything is run off of science-based evidence. If you don't get evidence, then you're not going to believe it. But here's the beauty of religion. It's completely opposite of science, and you don't get any evidence. You just got to wait. You just got to believe. You just got to pray. You just got to, understand that, this is whoever is saying this is saying the truth. And that's the beauty of religion versus the facts of science, where if you mix two chemicals together, then a third chemical is made. So with that saying, for all those who may have doubts or anything regarding bhagwan, regarding Santo, regarding anything, blind faith is something which is the best cure, but it is difficult because you have to kind of shut your mind down. You have to kind of tell your mind to stop thinking and start believing. And that can only be done if you understand that, my intelligence is this compared to the intelligence of Bhagwan, Santo, Bhakto. You have to decrease your level of ahankar or ego. You have to decrease the level of your personal ahankar or ego in order for the Santo's words to affect your mind. That's the only way it can be possible. For that, I have a quote. That faith is seeing light with your heart when all your eyes see is darkness. Repeating, faith is seeing light with your heart when all your eyes see is darkness. So this is not a physical perspective, but this is more of a heart perspective. This is more of an emotion. This is more of a believing factor than anything. But that's that for doubts. And for challenges, according to Loya, 3rd chapter, Komal Bhagat, there was many devotees, even our Muktanand Swami is mentioned in that Vachanamrut, and other devotees, that whoever has faith in God coupled with His greatness, what can He not do for them? And then Bhagwan gave an answer. He is able to let go of His kingdom. He is able to let go of public ridicule. He is able to let go of, husband, vice versa, wife. He is able to let go of everything in order to please his Bhagwan. Now let me ask you, Komal Bhagat, what year of college are you? Now getting into a personal level.
4th.
4th. Will you be done, or are you still continuing more education?
Still be continuing.
How many more years?
4.
Another 4, so total of 8. Okay, so another 4 more years. Now, let me tell you, suppose you start doing the Tilak channel, and there might be your friends or other people that might question you or might even become far from you. I have to ask you, is the ticket to Akshardham in their hands, or is it in Bhagwan and Guruji's hands?
Bhagwan and Guruji's.
Then even if a couple of people judge you, why would you want to compromise Puja Guruji's Agna, the one who's giving you that ticket, in order for some kind of short public ridicule that you only see for another 4 years extra, and then you're done? Pachisu. They're not going to even be looking at you. They won't know where you are. You won't know where they are. Yeah, maybe you're close for a friend circle, but if they're your real friends, they will also understand that, hey, this is Komal's religion. I respect it, that he's doing this in public. You see what I'm saying? But more than the respect you earn from your friends, I want you to earn the respect of Guruji. I want you to be able to tell Guruji કે તમે મને આજ્ઞા કરી હતી કે તિલક ચાંદલો કરવાનો. તો ગુરુજી હું તિલક ચાંદલો 7 દિવસ કોલેજમાં કરું છું. It's how you look at things, you know. And 4 more years, you're done. You doing tilak chandlo even after. That's kind of like taking the easy way out. You know what I'm saying? But when the challenges come and you do it, that's when you earn that extra credit. That's when you earn the extra points in the heart of the Satpurush. That even even in the middle of challenges, you still followed my command. That's why gratitude, and the Satpurush prays for you. Through his prayer, our Akshardham's ticket is final. Not through our spiritual endeavors. A Tilak Chandlo is not getting you to Akshardham. Do you understand? It's not about Tilak Chandlo. It's about who commanded you to do the Tilak Chandlo. Who commanded you to do the Tilak Chandlo, and who is he? He is Bhagwan's agent. You can put it that way. He's the one that's going to take me to Akshardham. You can take it that way. Then why do I have to stay publicly ashamed when the people around me have nothing to do with my spiritual life, maybe have something to do with my social life and my my education life, my academic life, but nothing to do with my spiritual life? Then why do I need to be afraid? Why can I not be me? So I think you told me that you do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, but not Thursday and Friday, due to the 2 days that you go to college. Is that correct? Now, if I can, I completely answered your question, but is it public ridicule that's kind of an obstacle, or what is it that's kind of blocking you, or what challenge is it that's kind of diverting you to not being able to complete the agna?
I think it's more habitual. Like I haven't done it all through my high school, so it's just like getting over the bump.
Okay. So it's not like you're not afraid that what will someone say?
It's kind of a secondary thing, right? The ridicule would be the secondary thing. Most people are understanding.
What's primary then?
Just habitual. Like I haven't done it.
Monday,
forever.
bro. Monday karo cho, Tuesday karo cho, Wednesday karo cho, to habit ma Thursday and Friday kar do.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? It's kind of like a laziness factor. It's not, if you're not publicly ridicule, you don't feel like, manasu kaise, then it's kind of like, oh, I'm going to school. Let me close that tilak channel box and put it to the side. Let me go to school. Let me do it. Just by taking, just to give you an example, okay? I don't want to give an example of myself, but it's something that I have done. That's why. So I also used to go to college here, and I was doing college as a sadhak, not parsad, but a lower level than that, white and white, jabal nego. Puja Guruji would make me go to college wearing white and white jabal nego with a chotli and a tilak chandlo, with champals. Yeah. Now think about it. In the winter at times. So that was my decision. More than that, that was Guruji's wish. The people, I can tell you honestly, I'm not trying to the teachers and the students, they respect you more than they ridicule you. They don't, I was wearing white and white. You can wear whatever you want. I have a chotli, at least I had a chotli. And then another thing is, you have a lot of hair on top. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Milam Bhagat. It's easy to do tilak chandlo like that when you have a whole a forest growing on your head. I understand. No offense, Milam Bhagat. But it's half covered. Look at it. It's gone. Like yours, Milam Bhagat, at least you can see at least that range. But that's how I used to go to college. Guruji was happy. Then I was okay with it. Now I know you're like, Swami, I have to go through all that. Yeah, but it's only 2 days, Thursday and Friday. I think you can go over the hump. So here's what, one spring break. When is spring break?
It should be this February. So last week of February.
That's early, but that's okay. So if you feel comfortable, let's try. After spring break, you can start doing the Tilak channel from the school. So everyone's going to be like, oh, spring break must suit you. Like, Tilak channel, it's just me. Try it to follow Puja Guruji's Agna. No pressure, but I want you to do it through understanding. Just want to challenge you a little bit. That's it. But these are the challenges I understand, and even at this age, doing this is very difficult. I completely understand. Been there, done that. But remember, these are like your golden extra credit points. You're going to get points no matter what. Since Tamaro Satsang is very strong and Puja Guruji, is very happy. But these are kind of like extra golden points. So it's like, hitting it when it counts. After you graduate, obviously you're going to be like a pure satsangi and, but you're going to be living like your dad, as in satsang and doing your work and job. There's no doubt about that. But this is like the golden era because it's the hardest time. So it's a challenge. I understand. Think about it. But, this is what this webinar is for, to upgrade Bhaktos' knowledge and understanding, to push them and drive them more in satsang, and to, keep them aware of Maya, all around them so they don't get devoured. But once again, for all those Bhaktos watching, these two devotees, Komil Bhagat and Milan Bhagat, in college, almost done with college, yet no college has affected them, the environment. So, I suggest taking examples. And for those bhaktos who are still growing and going into high school and, future college, learn from our Loyadham Parivar bhaktos. You don't have to look far. You don't have to look at worldly examples. You don't have to do that. It's all within our Parivar. These are just two examples. There's many devotees. It's kind of like who to name, who not to name. So it's best that I just leave it to these two bhaktos as samples. You bhaktos keep up your life, just like this, and Akshardham is just in a snap of the fingers. Besides that, serve Maharaj, Puja Guruji, Santo, selflessly, Loyadham selflessly. Expect nothing and give everything. That's the best way for the ultimate Rajipo. I hope that answers your question, Komil Bhagat. Thank you so much, Komil Bhagat and Milan Bhagat, for joining our webinar. Hope to see you in the future. Saying this, my humble Jai Swaminarayan.